Hello everyone. When will the SMO end? This question today troubles not only Russian citizens, but also Western elites, who simply cannot come to terms with the inevitable. Estimates vary, but more and more analysts are leaning towards the idea that 2026 will be a turning point, and not in Kyiv's favor. Reuters on Saturday, citing anonymous sources within European intelligence services, reports the leaders of 5 intelligence agencies doubt that peace is possible already this year. One of them even called the Geneva negotiations a theatrical performance. Others expressed skepticism about Moscow's intentions. I wonder, which ones exactly? Is it that Russia will not surrender Donbass, or that the Kremlin will not agree to a frozen conflict without genuine guarantees? However, one of the agency's sources did suggest potential movement under specific conditions. If the Russians receive concessions, such as a withdrawal of troops from Donbass, this could mark the beginning of substantive negotiations. This implies that European intelligence agencies are finally starting to grasp that without Moscow's demands being met, there will be no peace. But he added that Europeans have very limited experience negotiating with Russia. That's an understatement. All of this experience amounts to attempts to deceive, to pressure, and to disregard our interests. That will no longer be possible. Former CIA analyst Ray McGovern, a veteran of American intelligence not known for pro-Russian sympathies, views the situation quite differently. He stated directly, by 2026, Moscow could achieve a complete victory. A man who spent decades working in structures that plotted against the USSR and Russia now acknowledges our strength, and that is invaluable. The year 2026 will be a pivotal turning point among the key locations, specifically Odessa. Apparently, neither the data and neural networks seem to understand what some politicians in the West refuse to acknowledge. Russia will liberate its historical territories. The year 2026, in many respects, appears to be a turning point, considering that recent polls indicate a growing expectation in both Russia and Ukraine that the conflict will come to an end by the close of the year, the report states. American experts add that the U.S. midterm elections in November of 2026 will have a significant impact. Their outcomes could profoundly affect White House policy and the actions of other major global players, including Russia and China. The Trump administration is interested in avoiding economic instability before the elections and preserving the trade agreement with China. And that means it might be beneficial for Washington to settle the Ukrainian conflict at any cost, even at the cost of recognizing Russian conditions. Experts believe that specifically in 2026, Russia could find opportunities for a settlement on advantageous terms. However, they caution such a deal would be fragile and might provoke significant destabilization in Ukraine. Artificial intelligence calls 2026 a turning point. American experts await elections and acknowledge the possibility of a deal on our terms. All roads lead to one conclusion. Russia is winning, not by military means. No, it will be military, followed by diplomatic formalization, because at the negotiating table, the one who is stronger on the battlefield is always stronger, and on the battlefield today, Russian soldiers are the strongest. 2026 is the year that will go down in history as the year of the final collapse of the Kyiv regime and the restoration of historical justice. The West can doubt, speculate, and make all the predictions it wants. Reality has already arrived, and it is with Russia.